It evaluated primarily the latest political developments, including the assembly elections held in Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and the Union Territory of Puducherry. The severe setback suffered by LDF in Kerala and the victory of BJP in the state of West Bengal have been noted as two significant developments. BJP has been able to retain power in Assam with bigger vote share. Similarly, in the Union Territory of Puducherry, with NR Congress, NDA retained state rule. In Tamil Nadu, as against many expectations, Tamilaga victory Kazhugam, led by C. Joseph Vijay, had a spectacular ascendancy, and they turned out to be the single largest party, short of less than a dozen seats. While assessing the overall impact of the assembly election, the ascendancy of the right reactionary forces in most of the cases, except Tamil Nadu, is something which secular and democratic forces need to take note of with all seriousness. Even in Kerala, while the unexpected defeat of the LDF was a serious setback to the left and democratic forces, notwithstanding the very commendable work undertaken by the LDF government for 10 years continuously, facing the very vindictive attitude of the union government, which tried to financially strangulate the state government. The reasons as to why this setback the LDF had to suffer in Kerala is a matter of serious concern. Another disturbing development from the state of Kerala is the fact that BJP was able to win 3 seats and LDF came second in these 3 states. So it was LDF which was fighting BJP, but BJP was able to win 3 states in the state of Kerala, which is very famous for its secular and democratic traditions. When the developments of West Bengal, we consider it as a blow to the democratic and secular forces. BJP gaining substantial victory. There was this anti-incumbency factor against the TMC government led by Mamata Banerjee. Its notorious corrupt practices its inability to protect women, downtrodden and marginalized sections of society. KG Kar hospital incident is very, very notable. But apart from such anti-incumbency factor against TMC and Mamata government, in an unashamed manner, union government misused various central agencies, including Election Commission of India. The way SIR, Special Intensive Revision of Voter List, which perhaps in a similar meeting I think I gave another expansion. Special intensive removal from the voters list. This had actually happened in a big scale in the state of West Bengal. There was a special category made, logical discrepancies. Even Supreme Court had to ask. The Election Commission did not manufacture this category of logical discrepancy for any other state. Also, Supreme Court asked a very relevant question. Without a final decision being taken about huge number of voters in every constituency, in most of the constituency, Supreme Court asked this question. If in a particular constituency, those who fall in this logical discrepancy category, their number is say 15,000, and the margin of victory in that particular constituency is 5,000 or 6,000. How can you say that that electoral verdict is complete with such a huge number? The total number of deleted names number is 2.7 million. So now it has become very clear that the entire election process in India today is highly mutilated, fractured, without credibility. To put briefly, the credibility of the Election Commission of India is totally exposed and challenged. And similar issues are there in Assam also. West Bengal and Assam are two states where this SIR process and the misuse of central authorities for electoral purposes has come out very, very evidently. Then there is this appointment of an election observer to the post of advisor to the newly sworn-in BJP Chief Minister of Bengal is a proof of such manipulation. The election commission is, the entire system is caught red-handed in their act of violation. PB also discussed the notification of labor codes. Originally, it was expected that on 1st of April, the anti-worker electoral labor codes, anti-worker labor codes would be notified. But they did not notify on 1st April as proclaimed. Now, 4 days after the election results have come, this is being notified. We have explained time and again that its operation will take away the trade union rights of most of the workers. Workers getting their own organization formed would be a big problem, big challenge. Now, this has to be viewed in connection with what has happened in New Delhi and neighborhood, in Noida and related areas. During the last 2 months, thousands of workers have come out spontaneously in most of the cases, raising their livelihood issues, minimum wages, and most brutal repression was let loose on the workers who have come on agitation. Son of Indian trade unions representatives intervened. CPIM leadership and parliament members went to the spot and tried to help the workers. Hundreds of them are being arrested and put in jail. Even now, 200 workers are being put in jail. Party PB demanded that government should take immediate steps to release them. Now, the declaration of the Prime Minister of India with regard to the austerity measures, it is very interesting to note that some of the austerity measures which Mr. Narendra Modi has announced now appear to be very similar to what in 2021 in Sri Lanka, the ruler of Sri Lanka, Gotabaya Rajapakse, had announced. The call for turning to organic manure rather than chemical manure, and various other demands. Reduce the consumption of gas and oil, cooking gas and oil. Then, of course, reduce travel within the country and abroad. Now, when Indian Prime Minister makes this announcement, I don't know within how many hours he is planning to go for a foreign jaunt for 7 or 8 countries. And we have found out that in the year 2014 alone, he went abroad to 99 countries. And you can better find out what had happened with Narendra Modi. There were observations that occasionally Narendra Modi visits India. And also, while sitting in Parliament, somebody said that he is trying to put on his safety belt in Lok Sabha seat due to some intuition. So jokes apart, now Prime Minister is demanding austerity measures for the lives of the people, but he is not having any commitment to practice it himself, or he never advised such measures to be followed by Ambani or Adani. This is what I would like to say. Anyway, the statement of the Prime Minister and call of the Prime Minister to have austerity measures shows that people of our country, workers, peasants and other sections of society have to be very, very vigilant that there are various anti-people attacks, economic attacks on the livelihood of people round the corner. He was only preparing the ground for taking those measures. PB reviewed the developments that had happened in the special session of Parliament. In the name of implementing women's reservation, there was a move to have enhancement of the seats in Parliament, then to appoint a delimitation commission. And we all know that if there is a delimitation commission, the decisions of the delimitation commission are not to be questioned through the judicial process, not justiciable. So, the idea is to enhance the number of Lok Sabha seats in different proportion, as a result of which the Lok Sabha members getting elected from South India and some other regions will have no meaningful say impact in the proceedings, in the votings in Lok Sabha. And with the huge number of Lok Sabha members getting elected from the 10, 12, 13 North Indian states, which can be directly controlled by RSS and the Sangha Parivar, they will have the number to pass any constitution amendment. So this project is towards reaching to the Hindu Rashtra project, the Akhanda Bharata project, with all its authoritarian, undemocratic and top-down approach. The unity on the floor of the House by the opposition helped us to defeat BJP and Narendra Modi on the floor of the House. It's a blow to the Hindu Rashtra project, but this is only the first step. In different forms, this may come in future also. So the democratic forces will have to be very, very vigilant in the coming days. We are compelled to make two observations about the foreign policy approach of Government of India. Now we know the foreign policy approach can directly impact upon our kitchens. This is what we have come to know of late. On 15th of March, I happened to land at Prime Minister's constituency, Varanasi. When I landed there, morning, I looked for newspaper. I got an English newspaper. There was a 4-column report in that newspaper that in Annapurna temple, they used to have daily free meal being given. That is Annadana in Annapurna temple in Kashi. That is also known as Varanasi. Kashi Vishwanatha temple is very famous. Annapurna temple also is famous because of this free food being given. This has been happening there for 300 years as per the newspaper report. And for the first time that has been stopped. The day I reached there, papers report that Annadana did not happen yesterday because gas was not available. Earlier they were preparing with wood, then they transformed to gas. But in such a temple they could not make any other alternate arrangement. Therefore they had to stop it. And you know how the situation. So it was the failure, first of all, of Government of India to make sufficient stock in view, because Strait of Hormuz, the situation there. Then what was the attitude of Government of India? When Iran was attacked without any provocation, almost all newspapers wrote editorials. It is the most illegal, unlawful attack any country was subjected to. There was no, Iran did not attack anybody. There was no dispute about their nuclear weaponization project. There was negotiation going on with USA and Iran. When negotiation was still going on, this attack had happened. India government did not condemn it. A naked illegal attack. And what is the status of the country Iran? Is a non-aligned country. And India is supposed to be one of the leaders of the non-aligned movement. It is now a member of the BRIC arrangement. It is known for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. That is BRICS. Now there are new members, some associate members. Iran is a member of BRICS arrangement. So a member of the BRICS arrangement, a member of the non-aligned movement, has been attacked by Israel and USA. India is keeping mum. It is quite unfortunate. Equally unfortunate is the fact that just hours before the Israeli attack on Iran, Indian Prime Minister goes to Israel, addresses the Israeli parliament There he speaks that India and Israel will work together in facing terrorism. Israel is a terrorist country, according to many, sensible people, commentators of the world. What they have been doing in Gaza is well known. West Bank is well known. Indian Prime Minister going and giving respectability to Israel just before they were planning to attack Iran. I do not know whether they had some confabulation where something has been indicated, something important may happen within few hours or so. Generally, those who are so thick friends, they should communicate. Indian Prime Minister should not have been given such a legitimacy to a terrorist nation, Israel. So this foreign policy is also being questioned at the international plane. Finally, this warship Abraham Lincoln was around Iran as part of the overall project of war launched by Donald Trump and America on Iran. Then Trump announced that once this warship Abraham Lincoln, it's a huge war machine with lot of, nuclear weaponized aircrafts and so on. When warship Abraham Lincoln returns from the shores near Iran, the duty of warship Abraham Lincoln would be to assault Cuba for a regime change. It's a shocking, statement made by Donald Trump. India should have condemned it. Cuba happens to be a member country of the non-aligned movement. And the friendship between the leaders of Cuba and India is also well known. People-to-people relationship also very, very firm between India and Cuba. It's a naked announcement made by Donald Trump that they are going to take over Cuba. That is the claim Donald Trump has made. CPIM-TB condemned this highly autocratic, Hitlerite language and action that Donald Trump has declared. We extend our solidarity with Cuba. We will be having a program on 16th of this month. The foreign minister of Cuba is visiting India as part of a common meeting in Delhi. That time there is going to be a meeting where Cuban foreign minister would be addressing people of our country within the framework of Cuba Solidarity Committee in India. Party Central Committee would be meeting from 22nd to 24th May in Delhi, where party will have an in-depth analysis of the election experience, the setback we suffered in Kerala, and the situation related to election in West Bengal. We also noted that in Tamil Nadu, when this Tamalaga Vetri Kazhagam turned out to be a single largest party, the convention demands that the governor should have invited the leader of the single largest party to form the government. Not only governor did not do that, what he should have done, he was acting in a surreptitious manner. I am sorry to say this about a governor. The governor behaved in a dubious manner, providing fertile grounds to have horse trading. Then at one point of time, the Honorable Governor said that I am very cautious to see that there is no horse trading done. Actually, it was the delaying tactics of the governor without inviting the leader of the single largest party to form the government. That wrong action of the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu was providing fertile soil for horse trading. Though we are not a very big force in Tamil Nadu, CPIM, CPI and other friendly parties, we were able to take a very timely stand to ensure that such horse trading situation can be averted and the verdict of the people in the election is being honored. This is also a matter which Central Committee discussed. Thank you very much. Sorry, I think I have taken a little more time.
Sir, is there any decision regarding opposition leader or deputy leader in Kerala?
There will be an opposition leader. That opposition leader will be chosen in Kerala.
Sir, referring to the political agenda you discussed in TV meeting, I just wanted to know, did you consult with your former ally DMK before extending your support to the TVK to form the government in Tamil Nadu? And number two, do you think that it has become a practice for the BJP central government to utilize the office of the governor to create chaos or disturbance to all non-BJP-led parties to form government in any states that possibly are?
First question, yes. We consulted DMK and we have communicated to DMK that any delay on the part of my party and other friendly parties to inform the governor that yes, we do extend support for Mr. Joseph Vijay, leader of the Tamalaga Vettri Kazhagam, to form a government. There can be problems. The second part of your question is, not only the governors appointed by the BJP government create problems for the smooth democratic process. Many governors in opposition-ruled states are creating the smooth functioning of the government itself. The legislations passed by the various state governments in Tamil Nadu during the DMK time, in Kerala during the LDF time, and few other states also, the governors try to delay it. To put it briefly, some of the governors under BJP have been behaving as though they are governor generals like power, which was the case during British colonial rule. So this has been a big issue, and we even had, under Comrade Pinarayi Vijayan, we had to, when he was Chief Minister, we had to hold some protest meeting in Jantar Mantar, Delhi, where veteran leaders like Farooq Abdullah and many other opposition leaders came. So the constitutional concept of the role of governor is totally, destroyed by BJP government. Of course, during Congress governments also, governors used to be misused. There are any number of instances. But the intensity and vulgarity with which governor's office is being misused, Congress time would pale into insignificance when you compare it with what BJP government is doing now. Please speak up. Being from Hindustan Times, you can ask.
Sorry for coming late. Sir, the issue of outside support to the new government in Tamil Nadu. If I may ask you, sir, what is the rationale behind giving outside support and not joining the government?
Are you advising that we should join the government? You see, CPIM, when a decision is being contemplated whether to join a government or not, we have to assess the overall political situation, our relative strengths in the particular legislature, and the mandate given. Now, we have 2 MLAs and CPI has 2 MLAs. VCK has 2 MLAs. We won these seats as part of the DMK front. When we say that we won these seats as part of DMK, friend, DMK also won these seats as part of the alliance where we also contributed in constituencies. So now this is another political formation, TVK. So political morality demands that it is not proper for us to take a decision now to join the government. Invitation is there to all these parties to join the government. But we have decided that ensuring political stability is the most important thing. The people's verdict can be read as a verdict in favor of Tamilaga Vetri Kazhaga, because they are short of majority, that is what. They are the single largest party. And CPIM is famous for being very considerate about certain political morality. Our party was offered Prime Ministership when Jyoti Basu was alive and he was the Chief Minister of West Bengal. In this building only, I was also a member of the Central Committee debating it. We debated the pros and cons of it, the positive things of we accepting Prime Ministership and the possible negative things if we accepted. Then after having had long debate, we have decided not to take up Prime Ministership. You see? And in 1967, many decades before this, there were invitations to our party to join Samyukta Vithayak Dal governments. You would be remembering, brother, or you may be a school student those days.
At that time I was not born.
Born, okay. So, CPI joined in such governments, but CPIM did not join those governments. We need to have substantial presence in the assembly and in that particular state, so that during the course of policy decisions, we would be able to exercise, some substantial, significant say in the whole process. This has been our approach all along. So we are very, very rationally justified of our extending support from outside. We are inside the democratic process, but outside the government.
കേരളത്തിൽ സ്ഥാനാർത്ഥികളെ കുറിച്ച് ഇതേപോലെ പ്രസ്മീറ്റ് നടത്തിയപ്പോൾ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു അങ്ങനെ ഒരു മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി മുഖമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരാളെ ഒന്നും ഉയർത്തിക്കാട്ടുന്നില്ല. പക്ഷെ തെരഞ്ഞെടുപ്പിൽ ഉടനീളം കണ്ടത് ഒരു നേതാവിന് മുഖമാണ്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ ഇപ്പോൾ നിലവിൽ ഉള്ള സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ പ്രതിപക്ഷ നേതാവിന്റെ കാര്യത്തിലാണെങ്കിലും PB ഘടകത്തിലുള്ള ആളായാലും അത്തരത്തിലൊരു ചർച്ച PB നടന്നിട്ടില്ല എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്.
പ്രതിപക്ഷ നേതാവിനെ കുറിച്ച് പോളിറ്റ് ബ്യൂറോ പ്രതിപക്ഷ നേതാവിനെ കുറിച്ച് ചർച്ച ചെയ്തു. സോറി, you are asking whether we discuss the choice of opposition leader in Kerala. PB did not discuss that. Next question. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് ചർച്ച നടക്കേണ്ട സ്ഥലത്ത് ചർച്ച തീരുമാനം വരുമ്പം ഞങ്ങൾ ഉചിതമായ തീരുമാനമെടുക്കും, നിങ്ങളെല്ലാം അറിയിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യും. ഇപ്പം എങ്ങനെ ഇതെല്ലാം തീരുമാനിക്കാൻ ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഘടകങ്ങളുണ്ട്. ആ ഘടകങ്ങൾ ചർച്ച ചെയ്ത് തീരുമാനിക്കും. ഘടകമാണ്, വ്യക്തികളല്ല ഇത് സംബന്ധിച്ച് തീരുമാനിക്കുന്നത്. The decision is what the party state secretariat in Tamil Nadu and state committee in Tamil Nadu arrived at in consultation with the party All India Center, Polit Bureau. You see, that is the present decision. About the future, how can I say?
Sir, did Pinarayi Vijayan expressed his desire to submit his resignation from party position, taking moral accountability to the defeat of LDF in Kerala?
Why should he take moral responsibility for the defeat in Kerala? Our party is a collective entity. You see? Pinarayi Vijayan is the senior most leader, age-wise and on various other grounds, you know. He is the senior most member in the Politburo and Central Committee. You see? So he was in the leadership position in the campaign. Even during the election campaign, we said he is leading the election campaign. If we get majority, who should be the chief minister, we would say at that point of time. Now it turned out to be very correct, you see. We had that caveat when we answered the questions. So there is no single comrade to take the responsibility, but we, the leadership, have to take the responsibility if there was some, shortcoming on the part of the party leadership in conducting the election result related activities, in taking election related decisions. If some of us have committed some mistake, we will self-criticize, and as has been mentioned in this communique, after thorough examination in the party will take corrective steps and rectification measures. This is a practice of Communist Party. We will definitely do that. See, after the rectification process, you would come to know what are the rectification steps we have taken.
Sir, when you lose in Lok Sabha, you say that directive is coming. After you losing the local body, also same thing. Now also
You see, we have very good question. After every setback or defeat, we said that we will take corrective steps. We have taken corrective steps each stage, but now it has turned out to be that those corrective steps were not good enough. More corrective steps need to be taken. That we will find out, and accordingly we will move.
സീനിയർ മോസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ആളുകൾ മാറിപ്പോവുകയും എതിർപ്പുകളിൽ മത്സരിക്കുകയും ചെയ്ത ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തെ എങ്ങനെയാണ് കാണുന്നത്?
ഇല്ല, ഇതിൽ ഞങ്ങള് തോൽവി കേരളത്തിൽ ഞെട്ടിച്ചതാണ്. പക്ഷെ അതിൽ ഓരോ അസംബ്ലി മണ്ഡലത്തിലെയും തോൽവി എത്രത്തോളം ഞെട്ടലിന്റെ ഗ്രേഡ് കൂടി കുറഞ്ഞു, അത്തരത്തിലുള്ളൊരു പരിശോധന അളവ് ഞങ്ങൾ എടുത്തിട്ടില്ല. പൊതുവിൽ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് അപ്രതീക്ഷിതമായ തോൽവിയായിരുന്നു എന്നാണ് അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയാൻ പറ്റുക. അത് പരിശോധിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി നാളെ സംസ്ഥാന സെക്രട്ടേറിയറ്റും പിന്നെ 2 ദിവസം സംസ്ഥാന കമ്മിറ്റി നടക്കാൻ പോവുകയാണ്. അതിനുശേഷം പാർട്ടിയുടെ എല്ലാ തലങ്ങളിലും ഇത് സംബന്ധിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള പരിശോധന നടത്തും. പാർട്ടി അനുഭാവികൾക്ക് ഇതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയാനുള്ളത് കേൾക്കും. ഇൻ കേരള we are going to engage with a discussion of party at every level. There are over 5 lakh members. All the party members are in one party unit or other, either in the branch, LC, like that. All committees are going to meet. We would also listen to our sympathizers as to what went wrong according to them, which led to this defeat. And after having listened to everybody, party would again meet in the first week of June. Party state secretariat and state committee will meet again. I am going to West Bengal. The similar exercise is going to be undertaken there. In all states where we have had election, General Secretary or Politburo member from Delhi would go and undertake this discussion. ഇത് സംബന്ധിച്ച് പല അഭിപ്രായങ്ങളും വന്നിട്ടുണ്ട്. പോളിറ്റ് ബ്യൂറോയിലെ 16 പേരിരുന്ന് ചർച്ച ചെയ്ത് എത്തിച്ചേർന്നത് അവസാന വാക്കല്ല. സംസ്ഥാന കമ്മിറ്റി അംഗങ്ങളോട് ഇതുവരെ ചർച്ച ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. കേരളത്തിൽ പാർട്ടിയുടെ നേതൃത്വം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് സംസ്ഥാന കമ്മിറ്റിയാണ്. ആ സംസ്ഥാന കമ്മിറ്റി ഇലക്ട് ചെയ്ത ഒരു നിർവാഹക സമിതിയാണ് സെക്രട്ടേറിയറ്റ്. കേരളത്തിൽ സെക്രട്ടേറിയറ്റ് ഇതുവരെ കൂടിയുള്ളൂ. 13, 14 തീയതികളിൽ സംസ്ഥാന കമ്മിറ്റി യോഗം ചെയ്തു. അവിടെ കൂടുതൽ അറിയാൻ കഴിയും. ജില്ലാ കമ്മിറ്റിയിലേക്ക് പോകും. അപ്പം ഞങ്ങൾ തിടുക്കപ്പെട്ട് എന്തെങ്കിലും നിഗമനങ്ങളുമായിട്ട് പുറത്തു വരുന്നില്ല. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് പാർട്ടിയിൽ വിശദമായ ചർച്ച നടത്തി കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഇത് സംബന്ധിച്ച നിഗമനങ്ങൾ എന്താണ് അത് നിശ്ചയമായും മാധ്യമങ്ങളുമായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യും. യു ആർ ആസ്കിംഗ് സംതിങ്. 1 minute. You see, we are going to have meetings there from 15th of this month, 15th, 16th, 17th, we are going to have meeting there. State committee did not meet there. The point is that after a gap during this election, through social media, you might have noticed that there is lot of enthusiasm among red flag holding people, including youth and students. A lot of youngsters fielded as candidates. I happened to go there and participate in one road show and few other meetings. Everywhere this enthusiasm could be seen. And some people from this thought that we are going to win many seats. We knew that all this enthusiasm need not necessarily be translated into votes and victory. Now, after a gap, we have opened our account. A CPIM comrade is going to be in the assembly so that the voice of the toiling masses would be heard in the assembly. There is one more person succeeded as part of our friend. Even in Puducherry assembly, there is one member, party member, who got elected from Mahi. So, though there are disturbing trends, there are at least some flicker of hope coming from different zones. We will work on it. People are with us. We are with the people. But we need to get more support from people. That is very, very important. This review, this discussion, and the course correction that we propose to undertake after this exercise, we are very confident that we will be able to stage a comeback. Okay.
പശ്ചിമ ബംഗാളിലെ മുൻ മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയായിട്ട് അധികാരമേറ്റ ആള് അവിടുത്തെ നിലവിലെ മുഖ്യമന്ത്രി നേരത്തെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന മുഖ്യമന്ത്രിയെ തോൽപ്പിച്ച് ആ വിജയ സർട്ടിഫിക്കറ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വന്ന് മാധ്യമങ്ങളോട് ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞത് CPM പ്രവർത്തകർക്കും അണികൾക്കും നന്ദിയുണ്ടെന്നാണ്. CPM വോട്ടുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഭവാനിപ്പൂരിൽ ജയിച്ചതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു സാഹചര്യം.
You see, BJP has a very devious plan for their further expansion. Suvendu Adhikari giving this utterly unfounded and baseless statement is because of their angling for CPIM influence in different parts of the state. This shows that they consider that CPIM still has influence in different areas. So, to mislead and to manufacture confusion, such a statement is being made. There is no basis whatsoever for that kind of a claim or allegation. Okay, thank you.
Sir, one last question. What was the preliminary clarification given by Chief Minister as he led the election campaign in Kerala?
They have themselves, Comrade Pinarayi Vijayan has reacted through a Facebook post. That is very clear. State Secretary reacted, LDF convener reacted. These are all preliminary responses. We stand there. We will speak to you more when we have something more to say.
Was it the same, the Facebook post?
Now nothing more is to be added. We will. Now our Hindustan Times friend.
It's been 7 days since the results have come out of the assembly elections. But Congress so far has failed to select or elect its chief minister candidate in the cabinet. Although the term of the assembly is due still a lot of time. How do you assess the situation? So there's a party who has won, but has not been able to pick its chief minister candidate.
Yeah, during the election campaign, UDF was projecting a bold face. The expansion of UDF is United Democratic Front. We are united. But people knew that they are not united. And as soon as the polling is over, their ununited nature would come out. Now that is what is coming out. You only know the interminable negotiations going on in different parts. In Kerala, the huge hoardings and cutouts of various Congress leaders who are competing to become chief minister, this is being defiled and brought down by Congress leaders belonging to the other group. So, for Kerala, now people while watching television, they are not going to entertainment channels. They go to news channel because they get enough entertainment from that. Okay.
One last question. Today, Bindu Odhikari-led cabinet has decided to give 600 acre of land to BSF within next 45 days to create fencing around India-Bangladesh border. What is your take on that?
See, let the state committee of our party in West Bengal react to this. I know only what you have stated. Let me get more information, then I can react to that. Okay? Thank you. Oh, here.